He so harassed people and helpless. He so harassed people and helpless people, and he had compassion and mercy on them. He had mercy on them. They were harassed and helpless. Who? People, crowd of people. He saw them. They were harassed into alcoholism and helpless. They were walking like people or sheep without a shepherd. They were harassed into chasing riches and working 24/7 days a week. They were harassed into blindness. They can't see yet they have eyes. They were harassed into deaf. They have ears but they can't hear. They were harassed into using children as their cover. They were harassed into using their own wisdom as their cover and security. They were using witchcraft as their cover. They were using people to give them heaven. They were harassed. Who harassed them? The spirit of the enemy, their own belief, their own wisdom. They were harassed into removing clothes to get views and money, to do things that can attract people, like removing clothes on the internet to get views, to get money. They were harassed by the enemy. The enemies do something called programming. Jesus, in the book of programming, is instruction. You are given instruction to do something, not aware. When you're programmed, you do things. Some people you hear, they love, they cherish, and they like killing people for no reason. Others like doing things like alcohol, taking cigarette after cigarette. They can't control. Sometimes you're put instruction. You just want to watch pornography all the at night. Nothing else. You just feel something to. You just want to watch horror movie. Sometimes people are put instruction by the enemy. It's only by prayer and depending on God. Some things are beyond us. This is a Christian channel, and the word of God encouraging you here is Jesus so harassed people and compassion on them. That is Matthew chapter number 9, verse number 35 to 38, and we are going to read specifically. It's about 36 when it says, when he saw the crowd, Jesus, he had compassion on them because they were harassed and helpless like sheep without a shepherd. That is NIV Bible 2011. Many times we were programmed by enemy spirit. Remember, Jesus said, pray without ceasing. Pray without ceasing. And you cannot make it by yourself. As I'm going to heaven, I will reveal my spirit to guide you, to make you make it, to make you have the thirst for God, to make you do what is supposed to be done. My spirit will make you feel normally, do normally, walk light. When the Spirit of God is on you, you will listen to God. You will listen to the word of God, which is the lamp that light, which is a light that guide our way. The Bible says in Proverbs 29:18, without guide of the word of God, without revelation of God, we live in a hurry. We work in a hurry. We do things in a hurry. In the social media, in the online world, we drink alcohol in a hurry. And sometimes we are programmed. Many people have been programmed and intoxicated by enemy spirit, in that they have been harassed like people without a shepherd. When sheep without a shepherd, they walk in a hurry and they walk without a plan. Sheep go anywhere, or animals. Many times you may see the people doing this, but they are harassed by the enemy. Jesus is saying in Matthew 11:28, come and I'll give you rest. I'll destroy and remove those things that harass you. Matthew 11:28, come to me and I will take away those things that burden you. Alcoholism, chasing riches 24/7, this is the way of happiness. Selfishness has harassed you. Jealousy, you can kill because of jealousy. Most murder in this world because of jealousy. Many people think the way of happiness is to use children to control spouse, especially women. The way to get happiness is to get children with someone and use that man to bring you money and use children to control that person. Other thing is to use their own wisdom to outwit others. Other things think is to witch people to bring them money, like I'll witch my spouse to bring all the money to me and will never help anybody or help himself. Is the way to happiness. They have been harassed by the enemy's spirit. Other people expect people to give them heaven, thinking is the way to happiness. Other people think the way to be happy is to work 24/7 days a week, to work every day 24/7, 7 days a week, 12 months in a year is the way to get happiness. They have been harassed and deception. To believe the lie. The Bible says in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, from verse 7 to 11 there, that some people who refuse to heed to God's instruction and to have thus for God, nor listen to what God is saying, nor to have heart for God, some people will believe the lie. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, some people will believe the lie. From verse 9 to 12 there, 2 Thessalonians of the Bible book. Sorry, I speak too quickly to avoid to having a very big video. I want a short video, if possible less than 15 minutes, but this is the word of God coming to you through Jesus shed and encouraging you that if we don't rely on God, if we don't listen to the voice of God, Jesus said in Matthew 5, those who thirst for holiness, for my spirit, for me, I will come to them and I'll give them shelter. I will give them, Matthew 11:28, I will rest them from things that are burdening them, things that are harassing them. I will take them away. Psalm 23, Jesus leads us to quiet water, peaceful area of the ego. Ego fly very high where there's nothing obstruction. Area of the spirit. Psalm 127 verse 1 to 2, Jesus gives all those who come to him sleep. Sleep means peace, satisfaction, contentment, meaningful life, happy life. You cannot take poison or commit suicide because of life problem, because Jesus gives you rest. Nothing will weigh you out in that you can take poison or drink alcohol. He say in Matthew 11 from verse 28 to 30 there that my yoke is easy to carry. When you depend on me, you feel better than depending on alcohol. You feel better than depending on pornography to give you heaven, than depending on horror movie to give you heaven, than depending on someone and using children to control someone to give you heaven. That it doesn't work. It's a deception. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 from verse 9 to 12 says that some people believe the lie. A lie will come through the changing dynamic of our world. For example, there is common way of people believing. Like for example, men can't live without a woman. They can't make it. So men keep marrying and remarrying when marriage does not work. It's a lie. To believe the lie. You are harassed to believe the lie that the way to be happy is to work 24/7 or to work 7 days a week, 12 days in a month, 12 months in a year without stopping. That 7 days a week without stopping, you buy as many houses, accumulate as many wealth, it will give you happiness. But you should work at least maximum 5 days and have 2 days to refill up, to have time with your family, to clean up, to do general cleaning, to wash your clothes, and also to rest. Even a car need service, need to rest. Car need servicing. We need to work maximum 5 days and have 2 days to rest, to do what we need to do at home, what we don't do when we are busy, and also have time for God. Believe in the lie. We may be harassed to believe the lie that cheating someone in marriage to build you and to place you to make you reach where you didn't reach will give you heaven. To marry somebody in America or rich nation like Sweden, Denmark, cheat that person, you get paper in that country, then you get job, so you become rich. So you cheat someone. There is nowhere evil have ever win. Galatians chapter 6. Whatever you plant, you reap. You plant evil and falsehood, it will not give you heaven, and there will be a payback. Jesus saw crowd that were harassed. In today's world, many are harassed into alcoholism. Alcohol or beer, drink them. In today's world, people are harassed into chasing riches. They don't have time for God. We are created to worship God. When you worship God, you feel life has meaning and purpose. You can take poison when things does not work your way. You can kill your spouse because of annoying you. There's somewhere to go. We say in my language, we have somewhere to hang you. Victoria Lenza from Nigeria singer say, the lock that never failed Jesus, let me hang in you. There's somewhere to hang on during difficult time with Jesus. Just saying John 4:14 that if you trust in me, you will never thirst. You will never feel that you don't have peace. You will always be satisfied, content, and have peace at all time. Many people are harassed into having jealous, selfishness, immorality, desire. They can't control sexual desire, the desire to watch pornography, the desire. Many think the way to be happy is to remove clothes to get as many views. When people are going through problem, they are harassed into putting miniskirts. They can be teased by men. They feel good. That is a deception. Jesus is the one who gives true happiness. Come to Jesus to escape the harassment of the spirit of the enemy. The Bible book and the word of today is, and I put some light here so I can read, NIV Bible 2011, Matthew chapter 9, Bible book of Matthew chapter 9, verse number 25, sorry, is it 25? Sorry, 35 to 38, and I will read. Jesus went through all towns and villages, teaching in their synagogue, preaching and good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and weak and sickness. Verse 36. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them because they were harassed and helpless like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciple, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers for his field, for the harvest field, to send us worker into his harvest field. Jews, when you read verse 36, he saw the crowd were harassed and helpless, and he had compassion on them. Jesus is compassionate on you, even today. He say in Revelation 3:20, he's knocking at the door of your life. He's knocking at the door of your heart, the door of your family, the door of what things are disturbing you, to take over and lead you to the light way that you have peace and satisfaction. 2 Peter 3:9, he has no delay to come back. As people say, life is normal, Jesus will never come back. It's a lie, it's a deception. He wants you in. He wants you to come, and he is in your body. Jesus is saying, come now. And you Christian there, don't do unnecessary thing in the social media. Jesus is saying here, the worker are few. Can you step out and give the message of hope to people? Step out and encourage people with your talent. You who is harassed, come to Jesus, and he will relieve you from those things that are harassing you. That you can control your alcoholism, immorality desire, pornography desire, selfishness, using other things to cover you instead of God, like children to cover you, using spouse, reaching spouse to bring you money. Those are harassment of the enemy. Come to Jesus to ease your burden. Come to me, Jesus said, and you will not be harassed. and you have a life full of meaning and purpose. May you be blessed.